Yes.
Hold
Too
on,
late if you
MCR
just
is on. I
guess.
have to rant about Twilight again. No,
That's the first thing they hear you say.
yeah, my Black Parade came on my Spotify. That's very D&D themed. I'll have you know.
Black
Also,
Parade?
I would like
Yeah.
to issue a correction.
Mm.
It wasn't My Chemical Romance. It was Muse.
No. It was My Chemical Romance as well.
Then was Muse just the one she listened to while writing? Because I know.
No, I'm saying.
Because I know
Was it
one of
Muse?
them. It was because that's the reason Supermassive Black Hole was used during the baseball scene in the movie.
Stephanie
There's
Meyer
some
admits
other
that the
reason though. I
inspiration
need to find
behind
this
romance was
TikTok because I had
prominent.
like a whole timeline and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Because like I've heard it before, but then I heard it again in a TikTok where like this person had a fucking whiteboard and they wrote all of the things because it was like a
This
timeline of events.
this says
Yeah.
that it was My Chemical Romance.
I know the
Then
TikTok you're talking
Muse
about.
is probably the one that she listened to while writing it.
I think Muse
Probably.
is in the movies because it was Patton Patton Batman's favorite band, and he was like, "Yo, let's put this in here," and they were like, "Okay, sure."
No, I very much so remember it being in there specifically because she listened to it while writing the book.
Hey, well, we should at her on Twitter.
All right, hang on.
No. Okay.
Twitter.
So,
All right, Stephanie.
um, what you missed, Gwen,
Yes.
It is My Chemical
is
Romance. Sorry, I have to. Is my. She said
good.
it's My Chemical Romance that inspired her to write the saga. But she had a playlist that included Linkin Park, Muse, Radiohead, and the Cranberries.
That's
You
So
were
what I'm
saying,
talking about.
Wolvie?
I'm not.
MCR is why
Okay.
it
But
exists. Thanks, Gerard Way.
so you guys were obviously in the prison, and as you guys were leaving said prison after Nasaria came to prison break y'all, Rivka turned out to be an agent for the Baroness.
What?
That
And
bitch.
But I told her
uh
everything.
so she essentially there was like magical
Dampening.
bombs around the where the
Oh.
crypt area was. Essentially, she was trying to lock you guys in the remains of the crypt. That's where Nasara came in. But the party was able to find a way out and met Lena. Lena works for the rebellion, as you found out as you guys got here. But essentially, she was going in to the castle to try to find her adopted mother. Um,
Hmm.
you guys make it out of the city and into the rebel camp. Um, currently, right now, you guys filled the true Baroness in on that Rivka was a double agent, and they are in the preparations of essentially this is a like they're where you guys enter in the portal to enter into the rebels base. They're essentially going to close off those exits because technically you're nowhere near the city. Like you don't know
Right.
exactly where you are. But essentially they're making sure that any and all portals that have access to this area are going to be closed off and make new ones. Um she welcomed you guys to stay. Um essentially deals were made that if you guys were able to help them in the upcoming essentially to try to expedite the plan to overthrow the Baroness that you guys would be offer compensation.
Okay.
Um then after talking with her, you guys have essentially been led to an area where you guys could sleep for the day or sleep for the night or whatever. You also saw the innkeeper's family there as well. Um and
I knew they were traitors.
um that is essentially where you guys are. Uh Saith had a conversation with Nasara, I think if I
Yep.
remember correct.
We had a small
Yep, I got a
Star
chat.
free
now has the
scroll.
thing.
I got
Yeah.
a little information about her, asked her a few questions, left the level 5 scroll of, or 5th level scroll of summon undead with her.
So
And
And sorry doesn't
yeah,
know.
That's what
I
happens when
think
you
this
sleep in.
session,
Oh, I should put that in my inventory. Ooh.
It's not canon until you write it down.
so essentially that is where you were essentially carried around this whole time.
I assume I've been put down, otherwise
Yes.
Demetrius isn't here. So
He
Demetrius
disappeared into the
essentially
void with
after
Demetrius.
so essentially after you guys split up after talking conversation with the Baroness and were shown essentially your tents, um Demetrius is essentially like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm going to sleep. This
I
poor
need
man.
sleep and exercise.
Never gets full. I still love that he was just like, do I get to sleep in? And the guards are like,
Take
yeah. And
me.
he's like, me. Um, so if you guys, obviously you guys leveled up. So you guys should be grabbed all of your stuff for a long rest. But that is where we're gonna end, or that's where we ended essentially, and we started today with leveling you guys up. Obviously Scandy nor Eve are here, so their characters are essentially going to be either sleeping or helping around with the preparations to close off the portals. What do you guys do?
Exist.
He's
Did you say incest?
Exist.
no,
Oh,
exact.
okay.
Hello?
I don't know. I was taken aback for a moment there.
Now, which one of you is my sibling that I don't know about? Come on
I
now.
mean, this could be backstory revelation. I don't know.
It's not. I can assure you.
Well, do we know how much time we have before it's time to start enacting plans? Like, do we have a timetable from the true Baroness here?
Not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say she just
We-
wants us to like expedite it as fast as possible, basically, right?
Yeah, because essentially there was a little bit of a debate of trying to wait and gather more, but she also
Whether that
doesn't
be
want to essentially, the longer you guys wait and the more like forces she can quote unquote gather, obviously gives the Baroness time to gather her own forces and still put the citizens in danger. You guys also still have a lead a little bit of possibly where the citizens and rebels have been taken, possibly. So you guys were essentially given an option to either try to help them get into the city now or trying to get a little bit of more information of where everybody is being sent.
I feel like whatever choice we make is gonna go great.
Oh,
I had the
absolutely.
opposite feeling.
I feel like it is useful to probably get more information.
If the information that we can get outweighs the preparation that the evil Baroness can get,
It's either element of surprise or just gather forces, giving them the opportunity. Yeah. So it's like, do we want to go in a little bit blind here, or do we want to try to find out more info? Like, we have a rogue now, so
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I'm down for going in a little bit blind. I mean, I feel like we could probably do it,
we
and
have a
then
blind person.
true.
true. But we I feel like we should be able to bail out if things start to get a little too heated.
Little hairy.
Yeah.
Depending on how widespread the anti-magic field is, I might be
I
completely
will be
useless.
useless as well
Yeah.
if that is the case.
So we're looking
like,
at a smash and grab kind of
I know
run.
that I think I relayed last time that you had to have some sort of, I forgot what it was specifically that will be said.
It's essentially like a crest, like you need like a badge that
Okay.
allows like the Baroness's
I mean, I wouldn't know
mages.
this, obviously. Like,
Uh,
I don't think do we know what it looks like? Do we remember from dealing with, like,
so
the butler or whatever the fuck that guy was?
none of you took a close look at
Okay.
his attire, and you also don't know if he's actually a mage either.
If we
True,
have,
but my idea was, like, if we kind of knew what it looked like,
Mhm.
maybe we could
Yeah.
fake it,
Like,
you know?
yeah.
if we
Because it could
have,
just be a rune.
if we have resources around here, whether like in stock or in the surrounding area, I might be able to alchemist tools some fire bombs? Question mark.
Oh, you mean
Wish we knew what
because
the.
the
Oh, never mind.
the
Go ahead.
fire bottle thing, Bob brain. Hello.
Thing
A
to throw and go
Mazel Tov
burn.
cocktail.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Um. You can try seeing if you can find the ingredients for that.
We have like a store
Definitely
around
want
here,
to
a
get in that
warehouse.
castle, but
So, as far as you can see, like the area that you run is essentially just filled with. There is some houses and stuff, like obviously where you step into to go talk to the true Baroness.
Right.
Um,
Gotta
there's a
find like
couple
a
of other
quartermaster or something.
little houses in here dotted over, but majority of what you can see is tents.
Okay.
So you would have to, like you said, you have to go find somebody and like talk to a guard or something to see if they have like a weapon storage that obviously now you guys are with the rebels, so you shouldn't have any problems asking around.
Well, I can go around and try to figure out what kind of supplies we have available to us here. Uh, what do y'all do? Any of you really good at knowing what kind of stuff is out in nature?
maybe.
I mean, hang on, let me double check here. I
Also,
mean,
what the fuck?
I
You're a
am
cat.
proficient in it, but what about a cat?
You're a
I
cat.
can
You're a
I
rabbit.
can go with.
I have survival instincts.
I mean, that'll
Well,
help
okay,
you
so what do you
track
all need to
something, but
make these fire bombs?
I'm not sure. Let me rack my brain, Wolfie.
Yours.
And I have
Uh,
animal
getting there.
handling. Yay. I don't know if
Let's
that'll help us.
see.
It'll help you with me
Fire.
and
Oh yeah, I can
Nina.
handle both of you now. That's wonderful.
We probably need
safe
Wait,
something
count?
called Fire Blossom.
1 second. Also, just so you guys know, if for some goddamn reason I
Gods,
decide to
plural.
throw in an alchemy jug at you guys,
Oh no.
All
no
the mayo?
mayo.
All the
No.
mayo!
Oh come on! You don't want us to force feed a enemy that we chained up to eat nothing but mayo all day?
Oh my
2 gallons
goodness.
of mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Why
it's
not make
2
it
gallons.
ranch?
Wait. I'm an artificer. Can I make a jug? Hang on.
God.
Okay.
This
If you
is
fill it with
important.
ranch, we can give it to Ness.
Yeah, that'll get Ness back. Where's my items? Da. Magic item. I can make alchemy jugs.
Damn,
Oh,
we
no.
really have a whole nother week of August. Huh.
We do.
Fucking leap years, am I right?
I could fill it with beer.
Too bad my character's not a raging alcoholic.
Not yet.
She's
That's
not, I
called character
promise.
growth.
Sure, if we fight in this war.
You're gonna be scarred.
PTSD and all that.
Or a gallon of honey. Oh, I could be Pooh Bear.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bothers. So you would essentially need oil, because alchemist fire, because that's what I was just like, there's a fucking word for it. There's an actual
That's what it's
thing.
called.
It's alchemist fire.
Don't lose an arm or
Um,
leg.
so you would need oil, saltpeter, and something like that. So you can eat like magnesium or something that for the fire portion.
Right.
So you can find the ingredients for alchemist fire.
I mean,
Or
I
who
can
knows? They
look.
might have out some alchemist fire.
Yeah,
Is
I'll
that- yeah.
see if I can find any. But yeah, for me, locating storage, seeing what we have, seeing what I can make, that's probably what Carrot's gonna do.
So we
How
decided
about y'all? You gonna
we're
nap?
going in for the going into the city, the Baroness.
Well, my
Good.
little rabbit nugget of wisdom is until we come up with a plan, we might as well try gathering information, right?
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So, do you have a plan?
No.
All right.
Absolutely not. Besides, get in there and get out. That is the plan.
And also kill the. Oh wait, we shouldn't talk about that in the open. Last time we got arrested.
No, we can here. Here is safe.
I don't trust anyone.
Not after Rivka betrayed me.
Not after Rivka. I was just getting to know her octopus. All right. Well,
Say
I'll just
Nasara.
go this way.
1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Can't tell if these cliffs are up or down.
Pretty sure that's up.
I mean, you're a rabbit. You can jump up them, right?
I mean, they look like they might be 5 to 10 feet tall.
There's probably crags that you can grab onto.
Does anyone here in the camp know the Baroness's castle like really fucking well?
I'm not sure about really well, but I was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say we should talk to the actual Baroness and see if she knows the back ways in to get into the castle.
Now you're getting nasty.
That's what I was thinking. Think of any like unorthodox way, hidden passages.
Exactly, secret ways that we can get in there a little bit sneakily.
I mean, like the Mason's plans or something.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Well, should we go talk to the Baroness then? The true Baroness?
Yeah. Say this
All right, y'all do that.
Just walking towards the true Baroness's area.
Hut. Oh no! I lost myself. Okay, there we go.
You really,
Oh.
you really went wee.
Feline agility, go! Woo. I'm there.
What about
Are
season's greetings?
Am I cool to just enter in there, or do I have to
Do you have to
get
bow?
permission from one of the guards? Bow.
So
No.
essentially, when you guys come up to the door, one of the guards is just like, "What can I do for you?"
I wanted to talk to the Baroness, the true Baroness, that is. I wanted to see if maybe we could work something out as far as plans for the castle.
He kind of like tilts his head a little bit. Well, she's with the generals. At the moment, probably not. I mean, if you stay around camp, maybe I could find you after. So, but she's with the generals at the moment.
Understood. We're just trying to get every advantage we can for the upcoming fight.
He nods his head and he's like, "Well, you're pretty easy to spot. So, when she's available, I can come find you."
Thank you. It's he's gonna like kind of awkwardly shuffle away.
It'll be like, well, hopefully she won't be too long. But you never know with the generals. You never
True,
know.
those generals just keep talking. Oh wait, I'm somewhere else.
Hmm, that is true, but still, need to be careful. Any minute now, we could face something that
I'm
we
here.
are not
Sorry.
ready for.
You're good.
We need to know what it's like inside that palace so that we're not caught off guard.
Well, once she's
And
done, we should be able to get the information and hopefully head out. Hopefully be able to find a sneaky way in.
Yeah, sneak.
snake is snake.
My snake.
Maybe if I could concoct some kind of device that would explode with like a several-mile radius.
We want to kill the
So
Baroness, not the people in the city.
Right. Unless they've already
so
turned.
so Carrot, you're off you're off like going through, or are you just like essentially like who are you
Looking for
looking for?
people. Well, I want to look for important people who seem like they know the place. And I want to say, do you guys have like a warehouse or a storage area where I can check what supplies we have available?
So you essentially like wander through like majority of the tents that you're seeing, like it seems like normal citizens. Again, you see the innkeeper and his family and stuff. You see like what
Useless.
possibly some guards and stuff, but as you get further in, you get to see like essentially like the tents have turned from like normal citizens to like actual like soldiers and stuff.
There we
Um
go.
you what you English. Hello.
La la li
Um
li lo.
as you get closer to that part of the camp area, one of the soldiers who seems to be taking a break, he sees you approaching and he's just like, how can I help?
I am the greatest arcanist in the world. However, even the greatest arcanist is nothing without their tools and supplies. Tools I have, supplies I lack. I'm wondering if you knew of a place in this camp that I could find some supplies.
He kind of like looks at you and is like,
Yes, yes, I
Arcana,
am a rabbit. Take it in.
Arcana, what?
I use magic and mundane objects to create wonders. Or potions sometimes.
I talked to the quartermaster. He like
Yes, where
points.
is the quartermaster?
He points to like a couple, like three tents behind him that seemed a little bit bigger with the flags out. She's usually in there.
Thank you, good sir. I will speak to the Baroness about getting you a raise.
Kind of like watches you walk away, like a look of confusion on his face, like what? Um. So as you get to the quartermaster's tent, you can hear essentially people like you hear a loud female voice going like, "No, put the box over there. Don't barn.
Mhm.
No, put that down."
Sounds
And
like
but as you walk into it, you see that you see some soldiers essentially move supply around. And in the middle is actually a halfling standing on a crate, and she's the one that's barking the orders.
they must be the one in charge. Excuse me, are you the quartermaster?
She turns away because her back was facing you. She turns to face you, and her hands are on her hips with one hand on her hips and a clipboard in the other, and she's just like, "Hi, what can I do for you?"
Well, I happen to be a would-be false Baroness assassinator. Me and my friends were here to take down the evil lying bitch. I need to check stock to see if I can make anything useful, like alchemist's fire, maybe.
She like looks up at you up and down, and she's just like, "Weren't you those adventurers that oh yeah today were I heard about y'all all of you. Um now she like hops off of her little crate and weaves in between the soldiers as they continue to move things around. She's just like, alchemist fire, huh?
Yes, or various ingredients to make such a thing.
Well, I only have a crate of alchemist fire, and I can't give that to you because we only have one at the moment. But making it—that's a whole other thing.
Eh?
I know you need oil and saltpeter, which we have plenty of. The other thing, I don't know what else you would need to make it.
Some
She
kind
like
of
goes boom.
some kind of combusting agent.
But I can only give you. Again, we do have enough saltpeter and oil, but you never know whenever we might need that. And she looks down at her clipboard and kind of like, so now that she's closer to you, it looks more like a stone tablet. And as she
Oh my
touches
god.
it, essentially you see the engraved like writing on it,
Okay, that's pretty cool.
change. And it looks like she's like almost like flipping through her own records. And she's just like, I can give you about I can give you a pound of saltpeter and about probably a half a gallon of oil.
If it's no trouble, I will take those and see what I can find in terms of explodey.
Barn! And you see this you hear like a thunk. And he's like, "What?" And then you see a large tiefling come lumbering over. And she's just like, "Get this little lass half a gallon of oil and a pound of saltpeter." Fine. And he lumbers away and he comes back and gives you the half a gallon of oil and saltpeter. Um, and the quartermaster looks at you. She's just like, you might, for things that make it go boom, you might want to try looking at maybe. I know there is an alchemist. There's a few alchemists in the camp. They might have something. Maybe. I don't know.
Couldn't hurt to check. Otherwise, I'll just have my lizard friend breathe on him.
And then she goes, she kind of like, she chuckles a little bit and goes like, anything else? I have to get back to getting everything.
Trebuchet?
No, I'm done. I don't think you can hold a trebuchet.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't think so. All right, thank you.
and she like gestures back and she like hops back on her thing and starts again barking orders.
Oh, y'all are back already. How was the Baroness chat?
We gotta wait for her. She's meeting with the generals right now. How was your alchemist fire boomy run going?
I have salt and oil, but I don't have chicken, so I can't make a stir fry.
Oh, what?
Nothing. I need to talk to an alchemist and find something that goes boom, like magnesium or I don't know,
Phosphorate.
sulfur or magnesium phosphate,
What
explodium.
about
I don't know.
Uh,
I never learned my chemicals.
question out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Gunpowder. Does that exist?
Technically, rune powder exists.
Would I have
But
knowledge of it?
That doesn't really ignite the thing, though. That's just something that burns.
Oh,
so
true.
I would say so everyone knows rune powder and stuff, like it's been used in wars and stuff, but
Mhm.
it's very controlled on all the continents. Um, and those that know how to make rune powder, at least known how, like, the governments know that they know how to make rune powder, they're usually essentially being protected, quote unquote. Um, so majority of there's essentially like you know, guns aren't very guns aren't here, but rune powder is. So yes, you can make very big explosions, but again, it's usually the armies that have them, like the actual like capital armies or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm.
Okay, so rune powder's out of the question. Question: would Lita know which alchemists are in the camp since I've been working with the rebels?
You would know generally where the alchemists tend to be. They do tend to wander off a lot. So you generally know where essentially the alchemists like to camp.
Okay, well, rabbit lady, what's your
Carrot.
name? Carrot. Hi. I could lead you
Hi.
to the alchemists. You said you
Oh,
needed to talk to
sure.
alchemists.
Yeah, I need explodium. Explodium
Explodium.
nitrate.
Okay, explodium nitrate. Let's check. we can check by the alchemist then.
All right.
And Lena will kind of like
Gonna
start
start
walking
Burning
off in that
pals going
direction.
together.
And what are you doing, Nasara?
My best.
You still winter, right?
Yeah, she isn't. Oh wait, we slept, huh?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm not winter anymore. That's fine. I had to change my face step.
Now
It
you're
was just
spring.
no, I'm back to I think autumn.
Uh,
I don't have the other seasons made up yet. Oops.
oh,
I was gonna
dang.
say, man, your seasons are weird. I didn't know that it went from winter to autumn.
Spring. Oh,
Well, see, here's the fun part. It's tied to emotion. Ooh.
ooh. So
Ooh.
when you were in winter mode, it meant that you were cold.
I was tired of the bullshit, honestly.
And autumn is just chill.
Actually, hold on. I have it pulled up right here. You'll have to change my token unless I have the ability to do that, which I don't know if I do.
You should, but I can do it for you. Wrong
How
page.
do I do it?
Wrong page.
So if you pull up in your character sheet, because I haven't done the thing yet, because I forgot.
Yes, ma'am.
And you click edit,
Yes, ma'am.
and you see where it says default token.
I just have use. Oh, okay. I have avatar and then default token. Yes.
And you should, do you have the token I sent you for your autumn or no? If you don't, I can DM that to you real quick.
I think so.
D&D players. That's
It's
in
just
the
my
wrong.
avatar thing.
I should have made one. Did it not save? One second. Hobby adds so much shit.
I do have to change my misty step though. My face step, I mean. Whatever the fuck it is. Yo, can we load, please? Thank you.
No.
Did I accidentally delete that? Whoops.
Oh, dare you?
Okay, that should be an easy fix though. I can just quickly do that.
Yeah, I gotta change my face step back.
Can I spell today? No.
Need spelling.
I can't English. That's normal. Hello, Darb.
Dorb.
D&D.
Oh. Autumn. We're good.
What a
There we go. And when you
Dude.
send me the others, like I said,
Yeah, I
I
gotta
will make
make
that
them.
thing.
Gotta make the other two. Those will be fun. Summer's a hoot. That one's kind of rough.
Summer's an owl.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna send the. Here you go. The winter one just so that way you can switch between the two. When needed.
Okay.
But there is your autumn one. I figured to keep the little branches between all of your tokens. They're cute.
Be cute. Okay, let me. So I can change it myself now, or did you do it already?
Oh, I did not do it already. So you click edit, and then you'll essentially just drag and drop
Hold up. Slow down. I'm old. Okay.
What the fuck does that make me?
Older.
That am I ancient shit.
Okay, so how do I do this?
Guess that makes me
So,
dead.
when you click the edit and stuff, and you show the default where it says default token,
Yes.
you should be able to just drag and drop the token I just sent you.
Where did you send it to me?
In DM messages in the server.
Okay. Cute. I like that. Okay. So I just drag it in there.
Mhm.
Hold on. Let me make sure. Can't even. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Gonna minimize this. No. Yes. No. No. What does this do? That doesn't make a difference. Okay. Hate technology sometimes. All right. Sure, I'm doing this correctly. Okay. Oh, what? The
Did it
fuck?
not?
It just opened into another fucking tab.
It'll sometimes do that.
Hold on. Now drag it in. I think it worked. Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Have to do that every time?
No, so I will probably so while you're doing I will do my little token thingy because I have a way to do it.
And now my character sheet doesn't want to be seen. I hate Roll20. What the fuck, bro? I hate how fucking slow it is. I wish it worked with fucking Opera, because that would be so nice.
It works on my opera.
What kind of fancy Opera you got there?
GX. No big
Damn.
deal.
Fancy. Chrome has my like password and shit saved, so I just use that. I don't remember what it is.
See, I use Opera for like most of my browsing, but like, just It runs. Roll20 runs so slow on Opera.
Slow on
I
everything.
never had no problem. Check this out. Boom. Check that out. Boom. Boom. Over here now. Boom.
Must be nice to have nice internet.
Right?
I mean, I was born with a silver platter in my mouth, so what can I say?
I don't
Not
think
just
that's
a
how that
spoon, the
goes,
whole
but
platter?
okay.
Damn.
That's yeah, that's how it goes.
I don't know about that.
You
What's your
wouldn't know.
source? Trust me, bruh.
Yeah, yeah. I understand it can be hard to believe from a, you know,
It's
1
so
microbit per
unbelievable.
second kind of life, but
I think we need to humble ourselves.
I think we need to humble our elves.
Eh.
Okay, so
Those two.
what are you doing, Nasara?
What am I doing?
Yes.
Good plan. Not plan. Good idea. What am I talking about? My token's still blue. How do I get rid of this bitch?
So you're gonna have to delete it and then drag your stealth back on.
I don't know how to delete it, bro.
Click on it and then hit delete.
Where is delete? Which button is it?
Keyboard.
On the keyboard.
Okay. I was right clicking it and you said hit delete. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Where? Where, I say?
Gonna
Look at
be
I'm beautiful
okay.
again.
We're gonna make this.
I just don't have my bird on this picture, and that makes me sad. I should go back to that pic room and make a new version of this. Honestly, what is she doing? We rested, so that means I have my spell slots back. I think she's probably just gonna wait until I guess the bear, because we're doing something with the bear. I'm sorry, I like disassociated for a minute, but I had to deal with something, so
We're waiting to talk to the Baroness to get layouts of the castle.
okay, yeah, I'll just stay with you guys then.
Different entrances.
Because I don't think I have anything I need to do to prepare really. It would be nice though. I want to talk to her to see if she knows what those, if anybody has any idea what the insignia is that the people wear for the magic barrier. Because maybe we can replicate that and kind of figure that shit out.
Or we could just find one with the insignia.
That is a
Bro.
thing, but we also have our faces on wanted posters, so kind of hard to do.
Disguise self.
I was gonna say,
I learned
Lena
that I didn't actually
doesn't.
have that.
She
Like I
might
thought
be
I
able
did.
to get it.
You might be able to get it, but it still would be kind of useful to like have just in case we lose the one that we
True.
steal.
Don't worry, everybody. I made myself a cloak of elvenkind last night, so I'll be fine.
What do you mean by that? Elven
I
kind.
slept and I changed what infusions I have, and now I have a sneaky cloak.
Why is it elvish?
Why is it what?
You said elven
It's
kind,
just
right?
what it's called. It's a cloak
I
of
know, I
elvenkind.
know.
I don't know. Whoever named it is racist.
Clearly.
The elves
Uh,
sneak, apparently.
Yeah, so
Duh.
I'm just gonna wait for the Baroness with them.
So real quick, Brew.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Oh no.
So
A little bit scared.
so if you click, so it should be.
Was this in
easily
reference to my?
different.
Okay.
Run.
So if you delete the token that you just put on,
Bitch, I just put it up there. It's a lot of work.
and then
Okay.
drag and drop it again.
Okay, one sec. She dare.
If you right click it, you should see something that says multi-sided.
Yes. Okay.
So
And then I
when
can
you
just-
get your other seasons in is when I can add the other two.
I see. Okay. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do, because I don't think I was thinking about talking to my patron, but I don't think I need to at this point in time. So,
What does she have to say anyway?
don't talk about her like that.
I'm out of character. Out of character.
Yeah, it better be out of character. She would be real offended if it was in character.
We wake up the next
Yeah,
morning and Karen is lying there smited. Oh.
Dead.
holes in your tent.
No.
Your carrots all missing.
Carrots burned.
Not my carrot.
Fire.
Yes, your carrots.
Summons a wolf.
This is harassment.
This
Maybe talks
harassment?
to a fox. I don't know.
Mhm.
I guess we'll do that.
So, Sathan and Nasara are essentially waiting to talk to the Baroness, while Lena and Kara are heading off to try to find alchemists. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lena and Kara, as you guys head towards essentially the alchemist camp, you guys are you guys like talking about anything, or are you just heading on that way?
So, you're a cat.
Lita's gonna kind of just like nod and look down at Karen and be like, "And you're a rabbit?"
I am what my papa made me.
I've never seen one of your kind around here before.
Neither have I.
Then how did you get here? Where did you come from?
I was carried by a minotaur.
I meant before that.
Oh,
like where are the other rabbit peoples?
Oh, right. Yeah, they're around. I'm from south.
From south.
Are all cats this nosy?
Yeah, maybe it's
Where are
just
you
me.
from? Where are you from? What are your deepest, darkest secrets?
He kind of just looks over and is just like, well, I don't really know where I'm from. Simone kind of took me in when I was young, and I've been raised in the city.
Ah, you're lucky.
And I guess.
Trust me, it's better to not know where you're from than to know you're from shit.
I guess. We'll kind of just shrug and continue on the way then.
I smell an
So-
alchemist.
You smell an alchemist?
Are they
We
full
smell
metal?
burning things.
I think full metal. No.
Is there a girl and her dog?
Well, there was. Now it's
Oh, okay.
you know.
Tucker, I barely know her.
God. It's a terrible day for rain, huh?
It's not raining, you doofus.
Wow. Okay.
That's the
I hope you weep somewhere
the-
else.
that's the localized dialogue. They changed it.
I only
Oh,
watched
it's cool.
Brotherhood, so
Yes. I've only seen Brotherhood too.
Fake fan, tourist.
I literally only saw Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood like a year ago, so I watched Naruto and Bleach and I never seen One Piece, so
I watched all of original Naruto, gave up 100 episodes into Shippuden, 30 episodes into Shippuden, and I have never seen Bleach. But I am current on One Piece.
yeah, I'm never watching One Piece.
This is why you watch the list for Shippuden with the filter so you don't have to.
Yeah, there's a lot of filler.
Yep.
It's
I've
I
never
forced
seen
a
a
myself
stupid
to
I
one.
watch
wanted
the
to
Bount
raw
arc in Bleach, though.
I
Oof.
wanted to raw dog it and just like, you know.
You can't raw dog Naruto. He's a child.
You gotta wait till
Oh my
Boruto.
god! True!
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have drank anything.
I was referring to Jiraiya.
Oh, well, you can raw dog him. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh
He
my
is a little bit
God.
pervy, so I'm sure he would let you.
Oh my God. It's a good thing that they're going to be going to break soon. So I was like, I don't care.
I'm so sorry. My brain is all over the place today.
Again, I still think it was funny that it took you 3 sips to more like 3 swigs
Well,
to go
because
like,
I
nope.
thought maybe I'd like it after like the second one.
I just love her just in
Because
here.
sometimes like it
disgusting.
takes me a little bit to like enjoy something. Because I'm like, do I actually hate it, or is it just a preconceived notion I have? Because I don't like sparkling anything, right? Turns out I just don't like. I think it tastes awful.
Give it another try. You never know.
I'm pretty sure it's down the drain by now.
Literally on the fucking bottle, it says "female founded," and I'm like, yeah, it tastes like it. Thanks.
Wow.
Oh my
So-
god!
Damn.
Okay. So I watched something
like
I
my
call I
brother.
watch Food Stars. And somebody, I think I'm not gonna say, but her brand, because it's essentially Food Stars, is that they try to pitch to Gordon Ramsay of like why he should invest in them and stuff, and they go
Mhm.
through all this stuff. But one of the contestants, her brand is called Whiny Baby, and it
Oh my
is
god.
sparkling wine, and I'm like, that's champagne.
For legal
And
reasons, that was a joke. I love women.
Oh, you
But-
were so
have to
close to
say
being
that.
canceled.
I have
But
to
no,
say
so,
that,
like-
like,
So essentially, the wine bottle that has a screw top instead of like the actual cork.
oh, okay,
And
that's actually kind of
s-
cool.
And that part, I was just like, oh, okay, because like I've had a few wines that are like that, and that's been a thing. But she's just like, the wine industry is dying, and because like Gen Z and millennials don't like wine, and I'm just like, if you give me a good wine, I like it.
Right?
It's
Oh, bitch, ain't that shit expensive?
It's like it's expensive and it's sparkling, so it has bubbly in it. I'm like, that's champagne at this point, not wine.
The wine market isn't dying. It's that people aren't falling for the bullshit marketing tactics as much anymore.
Money
Yeah.
to spend leisurely like that, like on wine and shit. So,
Yeah,
um,
maybe before whining
I'm not
about
a wine
the
drinker
wine
or a beer drinker, so
Yeah.
I'm a whiner.
I do wine as well.
Same. Can't even lie
The
about
kids
that.
call a brat, you know?
I've seen those dolls.
Yeah, they don't have feet.
What?
They just have shoes. So the difference between a Bratz doll and a Barbie doll, aside from the fact that Bratz dolls have those big ass lips, right, is that their feet are just there's nubs, right, and you just stick the shoes on.
Oh my
And that's
I
a Bratz
didn't know
doll.
that because I never had a brat.
Bratz.
Yeah,
Bratz
and then
dolls
Barbie's.
just looks super.
I liked
what's-
Bratz dolls because they were the girls with a passion for fashion. So like,
Yeah.
I loved their style, and I even
They-
saw the live action movie. But
They're the
I
ones
forgot
that
that
always
existed.
look like.
yeah,
They're the ones that always look like. What's the word?
they look like
Cunty.
whores, kind of. But
Sample photo in general.
yeah. I mean, but I guess they're serving cunt. I don't know. You know how like Dress to Impress, like they
They're
have that
children's
face.
dolls.
Like that's kind of what Bratz dolls look like. I liked their clothes and the very mixed characters because they all had like different names like Yasmin and shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah, there was like, oh, what were
It's
their
just
names,
Jasmine
dude?
with a Norwegian J.
Hold on, they had very interesting names. Let's see, people have Googled it. Chloe, Yasmin. There's a guy named Cameron. Jade. I don't know how to say this bitch's name. Fiona. I don't know. Dylan, Sasha, Nerva, Kobe.
Is it Fiona?
No, it's Fianna.
Fiona.
bitch. What
I
the
guess
fuck?
that's got to be a new one. When did this one? 2003.
Again,
D&D,
weird
everybody.
names. Well, yeah. Well, right now they should be in the ad break right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
this
Sasha.
is
I was about to say.
I knew Sasha, Jade, Chloe, and Yasmin. I know those four. I ain't never heard of these other bitches. Honestly, Monster High's where it's at anyway.
I
But yeah,
prefer
You guys
Stretch
are just
Armstrong.
Monster High dolls. Come on.
I never
Stretch
had any of them. I
Armstrong
just like
was
looking.
stretchy.
Till he starts leaking and then he's not stretchy
Y'all ever have a
anymore.
Betty Spaghetti?
Yes.
I had one of those. I love that bitch.
Oh my
And
god, I
Polly
remember.
Pocket. Dude, why were
Yes.
the Polly Pocket clothes so chewy?
I don't know why.
Why
but
did
I
they do
had
that? Like, kids put things in their mouths, so you choose to make, like, the outfits all, like, gummy and chewy and weird.
And they're
They
like, don't
probably
chew
did
it.
it because
What
of
do
the
we
fact
do?
that they were just like,
Yep.
we know that kids are gonna fucking chew on it, so if we make it hard plastic, they're just gonna break their fucking teeth. So,
So they made it, like, gummy.
Okay.
not breaking teeth.
So,
Ad
welcome
break
back from the
over.
ads, everybody.
Hi, ads.
No, buy ads.
Goodbye ads.
No
Hi,
mads?
ad
Back now.
watchers.
Yes. But so you guys are once you guys get to the alchemy part of the camp area, you see a few like milling around. You smell like herbs and maybe something burning, possibly. Uh, where do you go?
I'm going for the burning smell until someone tells me otherwise.
All right, well, I guess Carrots is going towards the boarding as well. Lita's just gonna kind of wave at like the nearest one and walk up and ask them if they have well, any explodium nitrate, as Carrot said.
So, Lena, you walk up to like an older alchemist. You've bought a couple things from her. Um, and she's just like she kind of gives you a look. What?
Just like Lita just kind of rubs her head a little bit and just like, I don't know, my friend, colleague, person, Carrot, the rabbit over there, like points to Carrot walking off towards the burning smell, is making alchemist fire and said something about explodium nitrate. Where I don't know if that's actually a thing, but something to make the alchemist fire go boom.
Well, if you're wanting to make alchemist fire, honey, I mean, I've never heard of explodium nitrate, so your friend is either pulling your leg or something or whatever. But I do not have the ingredients to be able to make that.
Do
Maybe
you...
some of the others do.
Okay. Thank you, though. Thank you. I'll ask some of the others around here. And then she'll kind of just, I guess.
Are you going to be heading out anytime soon, though?
Hopefully, yes. I believe so.
Well, if you do able to make it outside, um, could you get me some gooseberries or anything like that?
Some gooseberries? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if I could track some down.
Thank you, Lena, dear.
Of course. Thank you. Gonna get a big help to the camp.
Oh, these
You
old
know her
bones do what
name.
they can. And Carrot, you're walking towards the burning smell. You get closer to a tent that you see smoke coming out of, and you hear a flipping fuck that.
Oh, that sounds good.
And out comes a older man. His beard is a little singed, and he's like tapping on it, like, damn it! Ugh.
I don't know what you're making in there, but can I have some?
He looks down at you, and he's just like, kind of squints a little bit. Well, I'm trying to make something that it didn't work, but whatever, it happens all the time. What do you want?
I
How'd you
just
get back?
wanted to know what was burning.
Uh, what was burning was some basilisk venom and some nightshade. It wasn't a really good mixture this time.
Explodium nightshade?
No.
Hmm. All right. Well, thank
It's
you.
from
What?
he kind of like looks at you like
You all right?
mm, are you
I
looking for
think you.
something in particular?
Well, I just needed something to make my. See, I've got oil and I've got salt, Peter salt, and I need something to make my alchemist fire go boom.
If you need
But
alchemist fire, you need magnesium or sulfur.
yeah, yeah, one of those things. Do
Oh, do you
you
got
have any?
coin?
Yes.
Huh? How much oil and saltpeter do you have?
I've got a pound of salt. No, yeah, and a half a gallon of oil.
So you probably need about say about pound and a half of either sulfur or magnesium. Usually about 2 pounds will probably do a big more bit of a bigger bang,
I
but it can
like
get a
it.
bit more unstable. Um,
Unstable is my middle name.
5 silver, and I can give you about a pound and a half of sulfur.
Deal.
So he like walks back into his tent, and he comes out with a pouch. That smelt that you can smell the sulfur, and he essentially is holding it in his hand, and he holds out his other hand. He's like,
I give him the 5 silver pieces.
he actually like takes one of the silver and like bites on it. And he's just like, thank you,
That's not
and
food.
hands you the bag. He's like, I know
Thank
it's not
you.
food. I might be old, but I'm not senile
Hey,
yet.
you've been sniffing the basilisk venom all day. I don't know how you're thinking.
I'm just making sure it's actually real.
Well, thank you very much. Can't wait to tell my friends that I'm the only one with a successful quest.
He goes back inside his little tent.
Where did my cat go?
Where did my cat
Okay.
go?
I mean, I guess by then Lena probably would have wandered over there to see if Carrot had any
Yeah.
luck. So,
Oh, look!
so did you find what you needed? Your explodium nitrate or whatever?
Yeah, or I guess they call it sulfur around here, but whatever.
So kind of like take a sniff and take a step back and be like, you need to shower.
It's not me, but yeah, I probably do. Anyway,
What do you
time to
guys?
go rub this in our friends' faces.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's group back up, see if the Baroness is ready. Otherwise, you could start working and making the alchemist fire.
I could. Except I need glasses now. Bottles.
You didn't think about that, did you?
Lena will kind of walk and open up the tent that they're probably still standing in front of it and be like, "Hey, do you happen to have any glass bottles for the alchemist fire?"
Or one big barrel that will make a batch of all of this.
So you see that as you like open up the tent to the old man, essentially another puff of smoke comes out, and he's like, "Fucking, god damn it!" And he's like,
Sorry.
"What do you want?"
Do you happen to have any glass bottles for the alchemist fire too, by chance?
Again, how many do you need?
How much will this make? And I hold up the silver.
That'll give you 5.
And
5.
yes, do you have 5 glass bottles?
I have 5 glass bottles, but between the ingredients that she already has, you're gonna need more.
You told
But
me
I
it
can
would
only
make
spare 5.
5.
you hold up a silver that's gonna get you 5.
No, I hold up the sulfur, the bag of sulfur, and ask how many
Oh,
bottles that
so
were.
I heard
My
silver.
bad.
I'm sorry. I thought you
No,
said that
no, it's
you.
my bad.
Okay. Um. So redo. So he's just like, again. He's like, I gave a pound and a half of sulfur. He said that you have a half a gallon of oil and you have a pound of saltpeter.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to use every and completely all the ingredients, you're probably going to need about 20.
Okay.
Do you happen to have 20?
I'd like 20 bottles.
I do not have 20.
Do you
I
have
get my bottles.
5?
I have 5, yes.
How many do you have?
I can spare 5.
I'll take them.
That'll cost 3 copper.
Deal. You know what? Since you've been so helpful, here's 4 copper.
And again, like after he essentially hands you a small case of glass vials, well, not glass vials, but glass bottles. When you give him the copper, he bites the copper again, and then he's just like, "Fun, out, unless you want to explode."
Lena will
I
immediately dip
mean-
out of the tent.
Yeah, I guess we got stuff to do. I'll be back.
I do not want to explode.
You don't want to go wee.
No.
So in the meantime, I just looked into the general chat. I didn't see that before. So, Saith and Nasara.
Yes.
Present.
While you guys are waiting for either the Baroness to the guard to come get you, or the other two to come back, the guard actually comes out and he like looks around and he easily spots Saith because you guys haven't really moved. And he goes like, I told you I could find you, but she is available for a very quick audience.
All right. Saith is gonna stand up and kind of like lightly brush his fucking armor for literally no reason, and he's gonna motion for Naysara to go ahead of him in a ladies first kind of gesture.
She will do that and follow the guard. Even though at this point she kind of knows where she's going, but she'll follow anyway.
Yes.
As you guys are like walking into the house, you see like essentially other people coming out of that portal that leads to where the Baroness usually has the audience and stuff. I need you two to roll me a perception check. Make sure that you do not have advantage.
You got
just
it,
normal.
boss.
We're looking at normal. 14.
Okay, Brew.
Perceiving.
Jesus Christ.
So essentially, like I said, you see what looks to be like, as I said, generals walking out of the portal. They're kind of like talking amongst themselves. Very briefly, there is Brew, you are able to see this happen. Very briefly, you see you see like one of the closer generals to you. It looks to be like an older male tiefling. He has scars on his face. He's definitely been in enough wars. But for a second, his face flickers and you don't know who it is, but his face flickers to what looks to be like a young elf and then flickers back.
Well, that's suspicious.
Interesting. Okay.
And
the
the generals essentially are like walking past you guys.
So it
as
was
you
like
guys are.
super brief, like as we were going in. I know. Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, like you've seen that thing where like if someone's using like in movies and stuff where they're disguised with magic and the illusion shatters for a second, like the little flash
Yeah.
between the
Oh,
flickers.
gotta work on your glamours, buddy. Um. Okay. Can you tell me like, do I notice like what they're wearing specifically?
So this the one that you notice has a change in appearance.
Yeah.
He is wearing, like I said, he is an older tiefling.
Yep.
His left horn is actually slightly cracked, so it doesn't have the
Okay.
point. Um, and his what he's wearing right now is essentially what you would expect of like a ceremonial armor.
Okay. All right. Cool. Noted. Um. I'll keep that in mind. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. But she visibly doesn't give anything away. Like she noticed something. It's just like, huh. you know,
Mhm.
just like in her head, at least. I would hope she doesn't do that right in front of them. Yeah, okay,
Um,
because it's in passing. So she's just like, okay, that's interesting.
but say if you don't notice anything, um, and you guys head into the portal, um, you see the Baroness is again once again sitting at the desk with the maps and papers all strewn around her. Um, though you've like she's usually has guards around her, but you notice that there's actually one is instead of standing around the room, there's one now standing closer to her. It's actually uh a obviously Nasara can see with the helmet off and essentially he's more down dressed now. You notice that he's actually a dragonborn.
Interesting.
And he's standing very close to the Baroness. And when you guys enter in, he looks up because he was looks like he was like talking with the Baroness, and he's just like, so these are the ones that have been helping lately. Hmm? And the Baroness nods and she goes, well, technically, um, Nasara has been helping for a while, but this is one of her companions, yes.
Seifredan Aliska. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Um, as you get closer, say if you notice now in your the way you see essentially that it is a fellow dragonborn. Um, after you say your name, um, he kind of looks you up and down, and he's just like, Bardock.
Pleasure to meet you. Especially knowing you're, well, one of me. Don't see us very often.
Hmm. No, you see us quite well enough. But I have heard of your guys's assistance to a point. Apologies that I wasn't here sooner. I was trying to secure some more information up north.
Uh, well,
No
you don't have
apologies
to
needed.
apologize. Business is business. Um, Speaking of, that's what we're here for. Um,
Smooth.
it was like maps and stuff we were looking for, right?
Yes.
We wanted to ask for your assistance in possibly gaining a Mason's Guide or a map to your castle. We would like to plan infiltration routes and scout for any unusual entrances we may be able to use to our advantage.
The Baroness kind of sighs and she's just like, we do have those. However, the come here. Cirilla, there we go. Has managed to block off a lot of the old passageways. Technically, the way that you guys met Lena was the only one that I knew of that was still intact until, well, you guys broke
That's a good
out.
one.
Every other way has either been sealed off or is being carefully monitored. Even my family's secret passageway to get out of Havbar in case of an invasion.
Hmm. So there's
Most
nothing.
we can do would probably be trying to figure out which one is the least monitored. I guess.
True. If we could find any one of those entrances and unseal them without alerting her, maybe we'll be able to extra catch them off guard.
Bardic, like, he was like I said, he was like holding scrolls and stuff. He puts his scroll down and he kind of like um squeezes because the Baroness's hand is on the desk and he like squeezes it like almost like in a reassuring gesture, and he's just like, again, we have people inside the city that have been helping, but the only passage at the moment that was not being monitored was the crypts.
Hmm.
And now that we now know that one of your older colleagues is actually a double agent the whole time. Well,
Colleague is a
spy.
strong word.
Agreed.
Well, I agree to that. It's every venturing party is colleagues to a point. But now that, as far as they are concerned, you're probably still in the crypt, maybe. Haven't heard anything yet. But right now we
They
are more
know.
focused on evacuating. Um
See, there's also this issue of the magic suppression, and I was curious if anyone's, as far as any of the people on the inside that we have out there, if they have any idea what type of clothing the people who are in there that may potentially use magic have on. Um, Specifically like a rune type thing. Very curious about that.
Sadly, you have my family to thank for that. Um the mages that are generally inside the castle just generally have an emblem somewhere in their clothing close to their skin that allows them to be able to surpass the magic bear restrictions on the castle itself. Um it's unfortunately the very limited amount last
Not
reported.
something that
um
can be replicated.
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
There's always a fixed number of mages that have that specific, essentially, badge per se that allows them to be able to cast magic inside the castle and around the castle area. And when that barrier was originally placed, it was 20. And over the years, as far as I know, before I was chased out, there was only 15 badges that were left. So, and any attempt to recreate them generally ends up backfiring. few mages have, at least in my time, had lost their hand or other things in the explosion of trying to create a marker to surpass the magical barrier, and the reaction just
Can I ask if you may know
Mm.
what uh set up the barrier and if it can be like if it's runes, not runes, like crystals or like wards or something that can be broken?
um so she kind of like leans back and um it's an old tale. um Essentially, when Habba was first settled, and my family became the rulers, the castle was, well, the city was constantly besieged, from the sea, and a wandering, some say soothsayer, and some say mage, some say priestess, came to our castle one day. We, my ancestors offered shelter even in the midst of our own people being laid siege to, and as a gift, because any time that a siege was taking place, mages would come into the castle, which was the major defense at the time, and use their magic to slaughter the innocent civilians. And so priestess, mage, soothsayer, whoever she was, blessed something. It's hidden very deep in the under part of the castle. No one, when I was a girl and I was given lessons on being the Baroness, I was taken to the crypts. I don't remember the way anymore. My father said that it was partially due to whatever was blessed to put up the magical barrier. That when we're going to pass on the title, we remember how to get there. But the second the title's passed, we forget. I think it was a stone or something. It might have been the staff, but essentially it's underneath the castle. And ever since then, we had the badges, the crests, to so our own mages could be able to defend inside the castle, but now it's a double-edged sword that our my own mages now can't use magic inside. And unfortunately, if you try to take the badge off of any of the mages currently residing in the castle, they will not work. They are tied to that specific mage. And that's why there's only 15
Powerful magic
now.
then. Um,
So what you're saying is we need to take one of these mages alive.
well, I still wouldn't be able to cast magic. That's the issue. Any of us who are
Saith just
magic
kind of
users
like
wouldn't be able to cast. And unfortunately, I'm not that strong with a weapon, so kind of need
Saith,
whatever it is hidden to break.
Saith looks down at her and just kind of like raps on his shield and says, "You have me, you have the big guy, and well, now we have that cat. That's three non-magic users who are absolutely perfectly capable in combat. We can keep you protected until we get the magic barrier down."
suppose. But if we're trying to sneak attack or something, I feel like, well, I would hope they wouldn't be able to figure out that we are looking for whatever that is. So if you're saying that you forget, does that mean that the current Baroness knows where it is?
I do not know. Essentially, unless she has an heir, which I haven't heard that she has, um, it is essentially the castle reminds us
Hmm.
when it is time to pass it on. But since it was forcibly taken from me, that some might call it hubris and some might call it boastful, but up until Cirilla, we never had that castle leave my family.
That the castle didn't tell her. uh,
I don't know.
I mean,
It could be that if she has an heir and she's hidden the heir away, that the castle told her, or maybe the magic is tied to my family as far as being able to tell where the actual, we'll call it a relic, is. I've sent people down into the crypts to try to find it myself. Majority of the time, they either come back gravely wounded or they don't come back at all. I was a teenager and it was just me and my father that went down. Again, I remember occasional turn here, a turn there. I remember being in awe when I saw it.
you maybe remember like marks on walls or like a very interesting looking rock at a turn or something like that?
She shakes her head.
No.
I've, ever since I've essentially been on the run, I've tried remembering. I've gone to a few mages and sorcerers and priests, see if they can help jog it out. But there's been nothing. I remember some marks on the wall, but they looked more from weapons than anything.
Mm.
That doesn't really help down in the crypts because majority of the crypts have seen battle in some form over the ages.
Well, at least knowing of its existence may help us. So it's just unfortunate that if half of our forces use magic, we can't do anything inside. We can only fight outside.
And again, you see my dilemma. Even 15 mages, she had doesn't even 5 mages against a full ground assault is enough to wipe it out. And if she has all 15 there, that is the issue. And she definitely will not leave that area. She will definitely not leave now.
Uh, that is tricky. That is tricky to navigate. I would say the one of the few good things we have on our side is that they probably think we're dead. So that could come in handy some point. Um, sorry. Uh, I mean, we'll still take whatever map of the castle that you can spare. it may come in handy as well. See, is there anything else, Saith, that you were thinking that might help us?
Hmm. I'm trying to think of anything. Like, what school of magic the seal might be, what could potentially break it, what structure is the castle made out of. I'm trying to look for any and every tactical advantage we can.
Mm.
Saith just kind of looks down and tacks his claws on his shield while he thinks.
I don't know if this is anything that we should know, but I understand that you were just meeting with generals. Are any of them magic users, or are they all like weapons and stuff?
Well, the Bardock actually see. Well, you have old man. I call him old man majority of the time. He is actually a sorcerer. He's the one with the chipped horn.
Source? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The tiefling.
Mm. Yeah.
How long
He
has he
fought.
been part of this?
Well, he was actually, believe, your father's general back in the day. Baroness nods, and she's just like, "Yeah, I grew up with him."
Interesting. Okay. So you've known him your whole life?
Yeah, I've known. And she looks over at Bardock, and she's just like, he still hates that you call him old man. But I've known Relith since he was a squire. Not a lot of people back. Not a lot of people believed he'd be able to rise up as far as he did. Wild magic is not the most predictable.
Wild magic, you said?
Mhm.
Okay.
Up
What's
until
his
he was
name?
fish.
Can I write it down? Hold on.
Grelith.
Can you spell it for me?
Gerlth. It's probably not how I spell it, but that's how it sounds in my head.
Gerlth.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Said it's wild magic. Trying to take my notes because I keep neglecting to do that. Okay. Um. Okay, yeah, she's gonna want to talk to him. Are they staying in the I don't know what this is, like a camp for very long? Or did you send them off to go do something?
Majority of the generals will be staying in camp.
Okay. Um, should we think of anything else that you may be able to assist with us? We will request another audience if that's okay.
I just request an audience if I am available. I can answer any questions. hopefully.
Saith, anything else? Or should we go and see what the others are up to?
Seth is gonna just kind of like grip his hand and just be like, um, we should probably get back to the others. They're probably curious.
Agreed. Thank you for your time.
Baroness nods and she's just like, if you want it on, you just ask. If we need you, someone will come find you.
And then Naysara gives a little like thank you nod. And leads Saith out because I think he needs to be led.
Yes. And Seth is just gonna go with it.
So you guys, head through the portal and are back into the camp area. At this point, Lena and Kara are waiting outside the house for you.
How
Oh,
did the
did you-
meeting go?
Well,
Did you get the maps? Did you find some stuff?
we will have a map, but it might not be useful to us.
Yay.
The Baroness said that any routes that they may have had for us to get inside are either monitored or sealed off, and the only one that they really knew was the crypt one where we kind of got blown up. And there might be a way to break the magical barrier, but we don't really know what we're looking for and where it is. It's just under the castle. Unfortunately, there were no specifics. So I would still like to maybe try to find that thing, but that could take more time than we have.
True. Yeah, especially if we don't know what we're exactly looking for or where it is.
It's somewhere in the crypt, but that's a big crypt. And we also blew up some of it, so who knows what happened after that. Well, not that we blew it up, but, it just happened to explode.
We could take credit.
I mean, if you want the credit, you can have it.
Speaking of blowing things up, I have the ingredients, most of them, to make alchemist fire. Take that magical dampening thing.
That will be a little useful.
Now we just need to find a way to locate it.
Oh, we could just throw fire bombs on the
No.
Countess.
He means whatever we have to figure out how to destroy to get the magical barrier to stop doing its thing. Because I'm rendered useless if we go in that castle. I can't really
I'll give you
fight.
some fire bombs.
I don't know if I could throw it far enough to do damage. I'm being honest.
Hmm.
I have arrows, but that's about it.
You don't have a bow?
Well, obviously I have a bow to shoot it with.
Hmm.
And a dagger. But I'm not great up close. I prefer the back line.
Have we thought of infiltration? We don't even
Again,
need to fight. We just put on some guard armor, walk up to the Baroness, and stabby stab.
I don't think that would work either.
No, I don't think that would work too well.
First of all, we'd have to knock out or kill some guards.
Oh,
for
that'd
their
be
stuff.
hard.
But I don't think they have any carrot-sized armor, so that won't work.
Okay, fair point.
Or any
There
what
are
what was that
generals in
Minotaur's
the
name?
Demetoire.
Demetrios?
Demetoire. Say, I don't think they make guard armor his size either.
True.
Sizes guards.
A little bit.
Say
I
they're
mean, there
just
are
gonna-
generals in the camp that maybe we can speak to that might have an idea of a plan of attack. Surely, I'm sure they talked to the Baroness about it, but I mean, if we're also trying to get into that castle, they might have some ideas.
True, yeah, let's go talk to them. The generals have some insight.
We have. Wait, no.
Now we have to find where they are. I only know one of their names. I don't know who the other guy was.
So what I should have
Old
specified.
guy.
There was 6 generals coming out of the
Okay.
portal.
Okay. And the only one that I kind of paid attention to is the tiefling one with the not so great glamour.
So they were the oldest tiefling with the chip torn and then the glamour.
Yes. Yes, that's the same
Yes.
guy, right? I'm not
Yes.
wrong? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, because that's the bitch I want to talk to. I'm sure we can ask around and find out where the generals are at this point in time. We could go over as a group.
Ring the war council bell.
I'm down. Again, I
Right.
take it Lena would probably know where they hang out or where their camp is, so
Probably.
Well, it'd be in the like where the soldiers are and stuff.
yeah,
I
so
was just
Oh, well, that makes sense.
there.
Duh.
Yeah.
well, we're going back, my rabbit friend. Let's go.
Because so I do know that it's coming up on the 2 hours. So we will end it here for today.
Oh, okay.
Next time I'll be on time, I promise.
You're good. Today
Next
was a
time
late
you'll get the
start.
right drink.
But if we're what is it, the 5th? No, the 8th, right? The 8th, yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
let me double
That's the
check.
next one?
So it would be the 9th, technically.
That's
Wait,
a
no, the
Monday.
8th. I'm sorry,
That's a
my brain.
Monday. I was
I'm
about to
thinking.
say that's Space Burning
I'm-
We're
Day.
switching to Mondays now, oh man.
Oh my god.
No, yeah. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
thinking my IRL D&D. Sorry.
So the 8th. Okay.
Lots of D&D.
Yeah, the 8th, and then the 22nd. If
Perfect. Oh,
you,
I might not be able to do the 22nd.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably be coming back from vacation that day, so I won't be able to
No
do the
worries.
22nd. But I can do the 8th.
Yeah. So I'll be posting that in the Discord, being like, hey, these are the days. Probably in a little bit, or at least by tomorrow. I know Eve will need help leveling up and stuff, and I think Scandy is usually pretty good with that. Hopefully next time we will have everybody.
Yeah.
But we're slowly getting there.
We
Slowly
got
going through.
got formation of a game plan here.
Yeah, that's better than we've had in a while, because usually we just wing it.
Now we need to split up.
No!
Just like, no.
That's how they get you.
Haven't you ever watched Scooby Doo? Come on.
I'll go with
Split up.
Daphne.
All right, gang, it's
I'll go with
time to
Daphne.
split up.
Zoinked, like, I don't wanna.
We should get a sandwich first.
Like, I don't wanna. You guys always stick me with Scooby so Fred and Velma can go off and do weird trap stuff.
What?
But I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday.
I got a shit, so that'll be good.
Jesus.
Please go follow
No
my lovely
filter here.
siblings. Yes, we generally do majority of the time.
Honestly, I had such awful Overwatch games last night that I was completely unfiltered, and I still am. I'm sorry.
I think we have some of that.
brother. You know how many people I told to uninstall yesterday?
Oh my god. Like, no.
What is up with tanks, bro? Okay, we'll wait until after you're done with the stream.
Did you know that Overwatch only exists because of My Chemical Romance?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Reaper's in the game. Come on.
Hey, it's fun to be Reaper.
It is, but I was just making a joke that he was edgy.
Oh, I know. But
Death comes.
that is essentially. I'm not gonna raid out today. But I hope you guys have a
Same.
wonderful day. And bye bye.
Bye, everyone.